What is happening? It is time for another update. I've done what now 4 or 5 videos. Started with pro hormones, worked my way to a little bit to HRT. Today I want to talk about a little bit something different. It's my pup right here. Golden Doodle. Love these things. Best dog on the planet. Today I want to talk about a little something different. It is a very unconventional thing that a lot of people don't talk about. There are several thousand videos on this, but it doesn't really come around a lot in terms of like muscle building, in terms of motivation in the gym, and also too with someone on HRT. I'm on HRT. I've talked about this several times. I was prescribed by a doctor. Now it's been almost a year, and one of the best decisions I ever made. If you're interested in that. In my experience with it, there's another video that you can go find. That was one of the last ones I did. So anyway, the point of this video is to talk about the movement of NoFap, and I'm not gonna go into the details. If you want to figure out what NoFap is, go watch another video. There's thousands of them, but in a nutshell, I have been practicing NoFap now for almost 90 days, and it's been a wild ride. And that combined with hormone replacement therapy, I had a lot of motivation with my testosterone levels increased to where they should be, around the 800 to 900 nanograms per deciliter. And I really enjoyed it. And obviously when I had low testosterone to where I am now, I've increased my food a lot too, which gives me even more motivation. You'll see that I'm a lot bigger. I'm eating now close to 5,000 calories a day and have been for about 5 months. I'm gonna keep this steady. I wanna own this weight that I'm at. But how NoFap has helped me with this is that, I didn't realize how much motivation I actually lacked. And I've always had this internal drive to keep pushing and keep going, but I lacked this vigor that I didn't realize until I retained my semen. When I say NoFap, I mean that include. I have had sex with my wife, and there's just not a finish to it. And that sounds crazy. It does, and I understand that. But let me tell you, there's the science doesn't explain this, but there's something about retaining that energy that gives you just this mental boost to just push past your limits. That's in the gym. That's outside. That's for your relationships. That's outside the gym. That's, when you don't, there are days when I'm like, oh, I'm not, I still got to eat the rest of my food. And I'm like, let's fucking do it. Let's do it. In the past, I'd be like, ugh, I was going to make this, I was going to make some chicken, or I was going to make some steak, but instead I'm just going to be lazy and make a shake. Well, everyone knows that that's not the way to do this thing, the most optimal way. So, NoFap. So, 3 things for me that I saw after just 7 days. You're gonna want to relapse. You are. One thing that's helped me, when you recognize you're in a stressful situation and your mind goes there, your mind says it's time to relieve yourself. It's an indication that the addiction is real, and you're moving to that from a mental perspective because you are anxious, because you are not satisfied with a certain aspect of your life. And so I encourage you to do this, even if it's not from a bodybuilding or motivation approach. Do this for your own mental health, because what you see is that over time there's a parallel. There's a parallel between how you do that thing, aka how you do NoFap. If you're consistent, you will find that with this extra energy that you want to improve your life in other ways, that you want to improve your muscle building abilities. You want to improve your relationships with your significant other and your friends. You want to improve whatever you want to improve. Again, but you've got to keep your eye on the prize. You've got to have a goal in mind and really push yourself. Now you'll notice that even when you see the video of my last video of me when I was on HRT, that you could tell that my energy was much higher than it was. I looked fuller. I looked like I was a healthier human being, and that's because I was. But now I have this, I feel like a completely different person. The gym has just been insane. After about day 8, you really start to feel that aggression in the gym, that, you're able to push more weight. You don't feel so drained. Like, someone, like you just are crashing from, you ever had a bunch of coffee, 6 or 7 cups in a day, or you had too much pre-workout and it feels really good and then you just crash? Well, that crash is how you feel. You're basically in a refractory period. It's your body's way of saying, primally, we are designed to reproduce. And so deep within us, that is our drive. And so when we give up that energy, when we, trying to put this politically correct, but screw it, when we release or ejaculate, we are literally giving away our life energy, and our body is saying, hey, why do we need to get up and do things? Why do we need the motivation? We've already satisfied what needs to be done for today. So I encourage you to think about that. And again, I know that there's quite a lot of young people on here. I know this sounds crazy. Look, you don't have to take my word for it. You don't have to believe me. But I guarantee you that if you try this for just 7 days, by day 7, you will know exactly what I am talking about. When you are literally getting out of bed at 6 a.m. in the morning, ready to go. And that anxiety that you had, yes, it might come and go because, again, you're withdrawing. I mean, you literally are stopping the process of something that you've been doing for so long. And I only know that because they literally tried to do a study on people who don't FAP. They struggle to find participants. Literally, we're talking like 99% of men do this on a regular basis. And there are a lot of people who have reserved or maintained that life force, that life energy within them. That would probably surprise you. Steve Jobs, Mike Tyson, these guys who literally understand, all the way to Socrates, that you go way back. And I'm not going to get all philosophical, and quite honestly, I don't know enough about the subject, but just try it. Just try it and tell me what you think after 7 days. Tell me how it affects you. Because I'm interested. I want to see. I know there's a ton of people talking about this. But from a muscle building approach, that combined with my testosterone being at where it should be, has given me a whole new aspect of this game. Has given me a whole new desire to keep pushing, to keep going. And then also to understand, my cortisol levels, I swear to God, and now I haven't had this tested, but they rise, but they don't tank me. The next day, I'm not after a leg day, yeah, of course I'm sore, but I wake up and I don't feel just completely drained, oh my God, I gotta start another week, fuck. Try it out. Let me know what you think. Travis Stillward signing off. Hey, and I'm gonna do a video here pretty quick. I'm not gonna wait 3 weeks again. I'm gonna do another one. I wanna follow up with this because this has really become an important part of my life. I'll talk to you soon.